Hello, my name is Kimmo Kettunen and we are here at Nokia Executive Experience Center where I'm going to show you a couple of 5G demos. 5G is bringing us new network technologies that are going to enable revolutionary use cases. One key thing in 5G is low communication delay. Us engineers call it latency. And these demos are going to show you why we think that latency is a key aspect in 5G. In the first demo, this is an industrial application use case, and we have a couple of robots, then we have a camera, and then we have a mobile edge cloud server. And what this demo is doing, it's a simple task of balancing the ball using the two robots. So the robots are moving to balance the ball. Camera is looking at the ball so that we get the exact location of the ball, and the computations are done in the mobile edge cloud server. And it's a simple use case, but it illustrates very well how latency is or low delay is a key thing when things are collaborating, where there is interactivity. So these two robots need to collaborate in order to balance the ball. And if I go to the first demo, so in this demo, the communication between the elements in the system are done with 4G. So we have 100 millisecond delay in the communication. And here you can see the position of the ball. And if now I put the ball out of balance, so the robots then need to balance it back. And you can see that because there is a latency or delay in the communication, it will take some time because the robots are overcompensating. So if I do it again, you can see that especially the last movement, stopping the last piece of movement, will take some time. You can see that it's still actually having a small vibration there, and it gradually gets dampened, but especially this last part is difficult to balance. Now we switch the communication network to 5G, so the latency goes down to 1 millisecond. And if I do the same thing, it is actually balancing it very quickly. Maybe I didn't push it so hard, so I will do it again, and you can see almost instantly it is balancing the ball. And the key point is to have low delay in the communication between the robots. But 5G is not only about communication between the machines. We also have another use case where we are utilizing low latency and bring in the high gigabit data rates for communication between the humans. And if we move here, you can see that here is our 5G system. It's based on commercial Nokia AirScale radio access platform. And on top of that, we have built our 5G system that is capable of producing gigabit data rates with the 1 millisecond latency. And what we are using it for is virtual reality use case. And the key point again is interactivity. So here, in addition of having a virtual glasses and a virtual reality like use case, we are adding interaction between people. And how do we do it? We have this kind of virtual reality classroom. So we have a teacher and a student that are wearing virtual glasses, and they are in this kind of virtual reality classroom together. Here on the screen you can see two-dimensional version of that classroom, but of course the persons are really in the virtual 3D classroom. And the teacher is teaching the students about stellar constellation. So they are together making up a stellar constellation, and then the student learns what is this constellation. I don't know what this is. I'm not so good in astronomy. But now you can see that it is forming to a dog. So it's Canis major, the great dog. And here, the dog is actually approaching the student. I hope the student isn't too afraid. So these kind of applications, you will need high data rates to provide the virtual reality, but also low latency because there is interaction between the people. And these kind of use cases, we think, are the reasons why 5G needs to introduce low latency in communication. So to provide interactivity between machines for the robot, collaborative robot use case, and for the people as an example for this virtual reality classroom. So this is all for now from here from Nokia Executive Experience Center. Thank you for joining, and if you want any further information, please visit our website. Thank you.
Hello everybody, welcome again to Mobile World Congress Barcelona, to the Nokia stand. What you're seeing behind me is the Nokia team. We're having our team picture taken. This is the third day of the show. We have been showing innovations about Internet of Things, cloud, 5G, ultra broadband, virtual reality, and digital health. And now we're going to show some team spirit. And you're going to be right there in the middle of the action. Very welcome to Team Nokia. We'll be winning awards during Mobile World Congress. All right, smile for the camera. Oh, photographers waiting still for a few team members, so let me update you on some of the awards. Oh, that's Wojciech! I'm sorry if I was screaming to your ear. So we want the prestigious Global Award for Nokia end-to-end Internet of Things solution. We won the TDLT Award by GTI. Nokia Digital Health won the award for the best IoT award. And Nokia Mobile won the Gadget of the Show award for Nokia 3310 and many, many more. Let's see, our photographer is there on top of the ladder, giving instructions. And while we're doing that, I want to update you what a fantastic show it has been so far. I have been privileged to witness many of our Nokia leaders and customers to enter the stage to share their insights and business acumen. And that has been a really great experience and to be able to do that. And of course, we have seen many, many colleagues from around the world, which we don't usually do. We are spread all over the world, and I'm always blown away. I mean, look at this fantastic group of people and all of the insights they have. It's unbelievable. Everybody knows their own topic so well. I'm humbled and really excited to work with this great group of people. But do you know what? These people are great, but behind every person here, there's 10 and 100 more Nokia colleagues. It's the big extended Nokia family. Ah! There's tens of people who have worked relentlessly in the offices who are not here today with us. And I want to send a very warm regard, and I'm sure all of my colleagues will join me, to all of those who cannot be here with us today. You are virtually with us here in our hearts. So a big thank you to all of my colleagues as well, who are not here today. Let's see, there's a very familiar looking rally driver as we are waiting for some more people to join. Who's this rally driver over here?
My name is some Finnish rally driver whose name I can't pronounce. I'm used to driving in ice in Finland. That's who I am.
Very good. And on 5G too?
Yeah, oh, absolutely. I only drive at 5G because you should see me on 4G. I'm really bad.
Let's give this guy some 5G. And I can see he's well prepared with the.
Yeah. When I drink wine, it's like driving on 4G.
All right. Okay. We just go on 5G. Maybe we catch a glimpse of our photographer up there. So. All right, while we're still waiting for some of the team to arrive, why don't we ask our colleagues somewhat what has been the highlight of the show so far? Suvanna, why don't we start with you?
Hi, I'm Suvanna, customer marketing from Bangkok, Thailand. So I was guiding so many customers today, and the highlight for me is how we have a chance to welcome customers from all over the world and to see how excited they are to see our solutions here. And also colleagues from around the world who put a lot of efforts and energy into the show.
Thank you, Suvanna. Let's move on. Who would like to say what has been the highlight of the show?
Hi. Yes.
What has been the highlight of the show for you so far? And who are you and where are you from?
I'm Colombian living in Brazil. And the highlight in the show, well, all our innovations in 5G, Internet of Things, cloud, everything. Everything has been good.
Thank you, Claudia. Let's move on back and ask this guy. All right, follow me. Okay, instructions for a photographer. So that's how it feels to be in the middle of the Nokia team group photo. Let's still ask a few people of their views. Harry, would you like to share with some of our fans out there what has been the highlight for you at the show? Who are you and where you're from?
So my name is Harry Kaip. I'm customer marketing for Deutsche Telekom Global CBT. And I'm based in Germany, Munich. Well, my highlight actually has been one customer of that account who is a very serious guy. Yeah, when we brought him to the OCP virtual reality demo, yeah, he put on the glasses and started smiling, what is very seldom to see. And after that demo, he was so excited, so that we thought, wow, that was really great, excellent. Thank you.
Thank you, Harry. We like to bring those immersive experiences to our customers. Let's ask a few more people who are here. Who would like to share? Lisa!
Hello there. How are you?
I High five. Tell who you are and what has been the highlight of the show for you.
Lisa Horianopoulos, I'm the events director here at Nokia, and the highlight of the show has been the people and the energy and the passion that they've shown to the customers that have come through here. Everybody is so enthusiastic, everybody is just pumped up, and we are so excited. One more day, and the enthusiasm level hasn't changed since the first day.
Thank you, Lisa. And a few more. Let's go get them. Maybe Shelley, you come over here. Tell us what has been the highlight of the show for you.
Getting to see my Nokia family. I only get to see some of these people once a year, and I've been coming to this fair for so many years. Getting to reconnect with all my friends and Nokia family is really great.
Thank you, Shelley. Where are you from?
I'm based out of Dallas.
Thank you. And let's capture this guy also here. He has been doing a lot of things. Sorry, Lisa, I'm going to interrupt you and take... Who are you?
My name is Wojtek, and I was the demo lead for this event. In fact, I still am the demo lead for this event.
And what has been the highlight for you?
Well, that highlight was, I believe, Rajiv's live demo during the keynote. I think that made the keynote absolutely the best keynote of all time in Barcelona.
Thank you, Wojtek. And can you tell me still, how many demos do we have here for customers?
67 individual demo showcases on 27 demo stations and a secret room.
Plus then some more at customer partner stands, correct?
Plus, I want to say 13 on other customer stands. That's right.
That's pretty impressive. But look at the Nokia team. I mean, here we were, and there's not so many people here left anymore because they're back to doing their jobs. We're so committed. But then what I'd like to actually share with you, I have enjoyed and I've been privileged to witness our leaders and our customers to be on stage. I've thoroughly enjoyed the excellent teamwork before and during Mobile World Congress with people here on the site and with those who are not here physically but who have been supporting this show all along. But you know what has really made my day has been all of you out there. You have really showed your love for Nokia. Thank you for all the comments, all the questions you have shared with us in social media. Thank you for all the retweets and shares. We appreciate them so much and love to connect with you. At this point of time, Nokia is the thought leader in social media at Mobile World Congress. We're the #1, and let's keep it that way. And of course, then we analyze the data after the show, but that wouldn't be possible without the engagement and the experiences that we have shared with you who are there online cheering for us in social media. So a big thank you from me and the whole of the team. If you'd like then to know more updates from Nokia and what have been happening and will still happen here at Mobile World Congress, please go to our website, which is nokia.com/MWC. And of course, we will be sharing updates in social media, here in Facebook, also on LinkedIn, on Glassdoor, on Instagram, and on Twitter. So I hope that the show is not yet over, so please connect with us using hashtag MWC17, tagging Nokia, and then when the event is over, we so look forward then to continuing the discussions with you. So thank you for the love, and thank you for following. I'll see you again with my colleagues in social media. For now, I'd like to say adios from Barcelona for now. Bye-bye, everybody.
Hello everybody, my name is Jason Elliott and welcome to 5G World Summit here from London, UK. So I know you all love your 4G phones, your LTE phones today, but here at Nokia at 5G World Summit, we're talking about how we're making 5G, 5th generation cellular communications, a commercial reality. And we're going to go and visit our booth today to have a look at some of the exciting new use cases that 5G will bring us. So today we all love our phones. We actually use it for all our social postings, and we use for voice communications and text communications. We're even starting to watch videos on our phones. But with 5G networks, we're going to be able to realize many more different types of use cases. Everything from virtual reality, 4K streaming video, industrial automation, and also how we're going to increase the capacity when we're actually in stadiums and large venues as well. So let's have a look at our first demonstration and use case that we're looking at for 5G today. So I'm delighted to be joined by my colleague here, Paul Norcus. Paul, how are you doing?
Hey, I'm doing great. Very excited to be
Excellent. So tell us a bit about how 5G is going to be delivering broadband access to your home over wireless. That sounds absolutely incredible, because today we have wires that are connecting to our home for broadband services. How is that going to work in 5G?
So I think that's one of the great things that we're looking at with Nokia is just the use cases around it, such as providing fixed wireless services to the home. And 5G is a phenomenal technology to make it happen. Extremely high throughput, gigabit per second traffic being delivered to the end user in the home. And that's really what we're showcasing here is what is the kind of home experiences that people are going to get. So the idea of being quickly able to deploy 5G cell sites into urban, suburban, kind of high-density areas, and then providing CPEs or consumer equipment into the home, then to receive those services to get fiber-like throughput to the end user.
And what types of applications? So normally, we're watching, videos today and TV. What other types of services do you think, new experiences we could get in the home?
Well, obviously going to get the extreme throughput, which allows even greater experiences like 4K and 8K video. But along with it, you're going to get immersive technology, such as the idea that you could get 360-degree capture footage from, say, Nokia's Ozo, and then have something like a virtual reality headset when you're in the home, and actually see this content and actually experience it, whether it's in a sporting event that you're on the side of the field or in the stadium or at a rock concert. Basically getting experiences in the home as good, if not better, with augmented reality content than if you were actually at the event.
That's fantastic. And tell us a little bit about the demonstration you have here. So I understand we have a live 5G system working right now, right? So what do we have here?
Sure, yeah. Basically what we're showing here is an over-the-air system, so it's running live. We're working with our partner Intel, which is providing the device side of the story, and we're connecting over here for the geeks out there, 28 gigahertz, 100 megahertz channel bandwidth, running 4K video streaming content live over our 5G system, really to showcase that this stuff is real. And even though the standards aren't there yet, we know they're coming around, but a lot of operators are making advancements to understand what it means to deploy 5G based on what we understand today.
Perfect. So we really are making 5G a commercial reality. That's a great example.
Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Paul. That's great. Okay. So we're going to move on a little bit now. So we talked about how we're delivering 5G over broadband access to the home, but what are the different types of use cases that we could use this new wireless technology for? Now, typically when we think about wireless, sometimes we think about it as more for delivery type services, for video, but now we're actually going to be able to control machines in real time. So I'm delighted to be joined by Johannes here. Johannes, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good. So I understand here we have this this robot here, which is looking absolutely fascinating, and you have this amazing control panel here. So why is 5G so important when we talk about industrial automation and control systems, and how is that going to make a difference to the factory of the future?
Please see that most of the factory automation is wired up to now, and with 5G it becomes wireless, and when it becomes wireless it is much more flexible, as you can see it right now, and it allows you to reconfigure the factory spot very easily and very fast.
Excellent, that's good. And I understand the most important aspect is the fact that we're going to have humans working alongside robots in factories, right? And we need to make sure that the safety systems are there as well. So that's what we're demonstrating right here?
Exactly, and for this we have implemented a safety application wireless with ultra-reliable low latency communication via 5G.
Okay, excellent, that's great. So I understand you have a demonstration. So here you have the robot which is working right now, and then I understand when you actually press the control button, we see that the signal here will actually change. So the robot starts moving, and then if we see a problem with the safety systems in the factory, we actually press this control panel here.
I can push the red button, and immediately you can see the light is going from green to red.
Okay.
robot is immediately stopping, and you can see this is taking place inside 2 milliseconds.
Okay, so very, very low delay in the network. So this is why it's extremely important. That's why 5G is so different compared to the current networks today, is that very low delay in the networks allows us to do things like the safety control of machines in our factories that we will see in the future as well. So it's very, very different compared to the wireless technologies we see today. That's fantastic. Thank you very much, Johannes. Excellent, that's great. Okay, so let's have a look at one more use case. So we've all been to very, very large events, kind of things at concerts and stadiums, even exhibition halls like we're in today, where we've had problems because there's been so many people in that specific area that we've had problems actually accessing the network when we want to post things like videos and all our social postings as well. And that's because of the capacity in the stadium. So I'm delighted to be joined by Frank here. Frank, thank you very much for doing this today. So can you tell us a little bit about how the fan experience is going to be changed when we deploy 5 technology in these stadiums that we have here?
Well, certainly this is one of the most challenging environments possible. When you think about fans, we've got 10, 20, 40,000 people all wanting to be connected at the same time. Hugely challenging. So, you know, consider what happens. A goal is scored. One half of the stadium wants to close their eyes and cry. The other half, on the other hand, wants to do selfies, to upload selfies. They want to do action replays of just what they've seen, and you get this huge amount of traffic burst happening inside the stadium space. 5G is the only technology that really can do that. It's because of that huge spectrum it has, it can actually deal with, you know, the terabits per kilometer squared of data that needs to be handled here. But we can do more than just even handle that huge capacity. We actually can enable new forms of experience as well. So, for example, what we've got over here on this screen is a 360-degree view that would be the raw material for a VR type of experience. And 5G, again, is the technology for wirelessly connecting those new cameras of the future to really transform the kind of experience, the kind of ways we experience events like football matches, concerts, and things like that in stadium.
Right, okay. Yeah, so Paul was talking earlier, right? So we could have VR, AR experiences in the stadium, and then we can also translate that back into the home as well. So we get that truly immersive experience wherever we are, and that's one of those great things about 5G, right? Is we're going to be able to see all these types of new experiences everywhere.
Well, that's the beauty of 5G. It's that ability to be able to move, translate, replay reality in a different location in a different time. It has that raw capability of doing that.
Okay.
And that's what it really brings home to the end user.
And just tell us a little bit about this fantastic demonstration that you have here. What's being represented by all the coloured lights in the stadium here? Just a little bit about that.
Yeah, so we have the red is where people are uploading stuff, and the blue is where people is downloading material. Now, we can't show, you know, 1,000, 10,000 handsets, so we have to simulate it all here. So we have a simulated environment over here on the far side here, and what we showcase are some Bell Labs innovations then for how do you share the spectrum when you have all of this activity with all of these users with other stakeholders. So people like broadcasters who might want to wirelessly connect their cameras back, or public safety players who want to see what's going on in various parts of the stadium. So Bell Labs innovations show how we protect the services for those critical users even as we support the other 10,000 at the same time.
Perfect. That's great. Thank you very much,
Thank
Frank.
you,
Much
Jason.
appreciated. That's really good. So that was just a quick glimpse into some of the use cases that 5G will bring us. I'm sure you agree, very, very exciting. And as we look over the next 3 to 5 years, we're going to, as we see 5G being made a commercial reality, we'll see all these types of use cases and many, many be deployed in our networks in the future. So that's all we have time for today, I'm afraid. Thank you very much for joining us. On behalf of all my Nokia colleagues here in London, UK and around the world, thank you very much. Please do keep following us on all the social channels, on Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn and Instagram. Thank you very much. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Well, here we are at the Nokia Global Analyst Forum 2017 in Espoo, Finland. We have an exciting day ahead of us. We're going to be talking about 5G, cloud, everything from services to Nokia's new digital health.
Different verticals. Well, Nokia is already illustrating value in several verticals, mining, transport, and, Nokia executives shared use cases and success stories in several of these. So there is a lot of value there, and Nokia is unique in trying to address these markets first, before its competitors.
Yeah, our strategy in 2017 has been to build upon what we did in 2016 and before. Is primarily three things. One, continue to build and deliver just beautiful world-class software products. The second was really start building a very clear focus of go-to-market in our segment for software. And then the third piece that we really find now, I think it's about timing. The key is many a times we see these transitions happen, and we are, I think, at the right time, at the right place with the right products.
Yeah, so automation is very important for global services, but it's not only about automation. It's about the 3A, which is automation, artificial intelligence, and analytics. And the three actually together are the important things for us in global services.
Well, it's very exciting to see, that Nokia has an amazing, comprehensive portfolio of products and services covering the entire spectrum from telco all the way to non-telco.
5G is a concept that is more than just radio connectivity. You need to support, to backhaul, and to provide gigabit speeds at the lower latency possible in order to give the services of 5G. And that's what we're doing in fixed. We're capable today of providing fiber-like speeds in copper, in coax, in wireless, and of course in fiber.
I continue to believe that Nokia is very well positioned to become a leader in fixed wireless access. And what I see with Nokia is by having fixed wireless under the fixed networking, it really eliminates a lot of the issues that you see at Nokia's competitors, who truly don't understand the complications of access.
One is the power of the Nokia end-to-end portfolio. As we enter the 5G era, it's so clear that radio is important, access is important, but so much more is important as well. And there are very few companies, in fact I would argue one, that can bring together everything in a really concrete way around the world.
I think that end-to-end focus has been a particularly good one. It is, it is, I think, beautiful. A lot of folks, we don't have a chance to see this level of snow.
Hello everybody, a very warm welcome to Barcelona Mobile World Congress 2018, which is the largest industry gathering for the mobile industry with over 108,000 attendees from all over the world. We're bringing you here to Nokia Digital City, where we have over 45 immersive use cases around digital life, digital city, digital enterprise, digital service provider, the Future X network, and Nokia Bell Labs. We're going to take a look at some of those immersive use cases soon. We have recently launched 30 different product announcements around our business-to-business portfolio. We have 14 different showcases with our customers and partner alliances booths around the Fira area. And at the end, we're also going to take a peek at the some of the newcomers, the devices which were launched yesterday here at Mobile World Congress. So come along, let's take a walk around Nokia City here in Barcelona. Really delighted to have you. As you can see, the doors have recently just opened and it's getting busy here at the stand. Why don't we take here now, look what we are doing for advanced road safety. Apologies, Dave. We'd like to give a sneak peek to our 13 million followers on Facebook what Nokia is doing in advanced road safety.
Oh, thank you. So here at the Nokia booth, we're showing service providers, government safety officials, public safety people, how we can improve ambulance road safety. Ambulance road safety is a problem sometimes, especially in collisions around intersections. And with our technology, we're showing how we can actually help the ambulance drivers improve the information that they have about what's in front of them and avoid accidents.
Well, that sounds very good. So Nokia is saving lives and creating connectivity for healthier lives to help the public safety.
Exactly.
Thank you, Dave. Let's move on and see what else is there here in the Nokia city. Well, there's an interesting on the show floor. Let's see. Hello there. It's a pretty quiet guy. Hi, Jason.
Hi, Ivy. Hi.
Would you like us to tell us, our followers, what is that guy doing over there? What is it?
So we're talking about the fourth industrial revolution, and that's all about how we can use automation to power the fourth industrial revolution, and we're using 5G to do that because it's got very, very low network delay. So the thing is we can talk about robots and control them remotely, but now we're actually talking about the tactile internet. So what's the tactile internet? So this actually allows us to feel materials in real time. So imagine that you are in one location and your robot and the materials are in another location. Well, we can use 5G because it has very low delay and the edge cloud to process the data in real time. So we can actually sense and actually touch and feel that material, even though we're not actually in that area in the factory.
So that's what the robot is doing there. It's sensing now the material which is under it, under the sensor.
Yeah, that's right. So you can see on here, there's like tiny little sensors, and it tells the temperature of the material, of the surface of the material as well, and actually tells you like all the different types of ridges that are on the material as well. So imagine this being on the factory floor and the robot be wirelessly controlled over 5G, and we transmit all of that information over the network, over the edge network, into the control room where we have the operator. So if you come with me, we can have a look at where the operator is.
Let's take a look at the operator. Oh, that's one cool job.
All right. So you can see this operator here. So he's wearing some VR goggles, so he can actually see in detail what he's looking at, and then he's holding this haptic feedback controller right here. So every time he touches the surface of that object, he can actually feel all the ridges and all the corners and all the bends without actually being there. And he can also actually feel the temperature of the surface of the material, because the sensor underneath it, we can actually tell the temperature of the surface as well, and it changes underneath that haptic controller. So this is really, really important. And to synchronize all the video data and all the sensor data, we really need the low latency of the 5G network and the edge cloud to do that.
And Nokia knows how to do that.
Absolutely. Nokia powers the 5G for the fourth industrial revolution.
That's excellent. So exciting. Really revolutionary. Thank you, Jason.
You're welcome. Thank you very much.
Let's move on. What do we have here for the digital enterprise? Looking at what we have here, logistics and manufacturing. Let's see here, Stefane. If you could come and show us what we have here at the what do you have here for the logistics and manufacturing industry?
We've got here showing how private LTE technology and eventually 5G, so the same technology that has changed our life in the last 20 years, we're showing how this could be applied into various industry verticals to enhance their processes, automate all their machines, enhance their innovation, get closer to the customer. So we're showing here a little race between two robots in a factory and showing how robots can collaborate and bring the various parts in the factory to the production line to enhance the efficiency of that factory.
Excellent. So automation, digitalization, efficiencies.
Exactly. And getting closer to their customers, improving their environmental footprint as well. So this is all what wireless technology will enable for those industry verticals.
Lovely. Thank you so much, Stefane. Let's move on and take a look what's around the corner. And would you believe it, there's a car. And what's the brand of the car? There's quite many mothers and fathers to this car, and this is the connected Internet of Things connected car here at the Nokia stand. Hello. Would you like to tell us what does the Nokia car do here?
Well, we've got this car to demonstrate the business model of a shared car with the ecosystem that we have around the IoT.
All right, so it's Internet of Things enabled car. Think about that. And what are you demonstrating then within the car?
We are demonstrating how it is easy for people to use this car because the car adapts to them. And in addition, it's secure because we will erase every information from the car as soon as you have finished with renting it.
So the car knows, okay, now it's Päivi coming on board. I'll make the seat adjustments, the music I want to hear, what is my driving style. It knows all of that.
That's exactly that. And in addition, it makes that easy, convenient, secure, all that with the Nokia's technology.
And you can share your car with others. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Let's then, after a car ride, go in the kitchen and look at the Nokia home. And there's some interesting gadgets here on the window. So hello, Laszlo.
Hello, Päivi.
What do we have here?
Well, actually, I'm very proud to introduce here our latest and greatest in terms of Wi-Fi. This is the Nokia Wi-Fi portfolio that not only brings the highest performance in Wi-Fi into the home, but we also provide a mesh networking capability which really ensures that the highest performance Wi-Fi goes to every corner of your home.
So you can talk anywhere, and it looks beautiful. It's really, really pretty.
Well, actually, we sell this to service providers in a B2B model, but we already had the end customer in our mind when we went to the design. So we went to this very beautiful and slick design, and we actually even won an award for it, the IF Design Awards.
That's not a surprise. Absolutely. Yes. Excellent. I'd like to have one of those. So
you'll have to wait till June.
Till June. Very good. Thank you, Laszlo.
Thank you.
Let's move forward and maybe take a look at the digital service provider, which is a little bit off limits to the usual visitor. But now we're giving a sneak peek there to our fans and followers too. And I think I'll take you to a ride to Finland, Oulu. So here is the digital service provider area with a lot of very technical, innovative demos. But I'm going to take you now here and say hello to Paul.
Excellent. Hey everyone, I want to thank you all for coming and joining our Facebook Live session. We're here showing how we can unleash the potential of 5G. And what we're doing here is we have a really exciting experience where 5G enables things like augmented reality, virtual reality, and we actually have a 5G virtual lab. And what we're doing here is we have our 5G Future X lab, which is in Oulu, Finland, and we're taking people here from Barcelona and via virtual reality taking them into Oulu, which is about 300 kilometers north of Helsinki.
Lots of snow, very cold.
13 degrees, half a meter of snow, so we're nice and warm here in Barcelona. But we're bringing them up there and showing the benefits of 5G, which is the extreme throughput, low latency, enabling experiences that you can't get any other way. So we have a very exciting demo here at Mobile World Congress.
So that guy over there is then talking to people in Oulu there on the screen.
Exactly, and everything you see here is actually over 5G. So this is a joint demo that we're doing with BT Sport, where we're actually having a BT Sport use case of transmitting sport content over 5G that can be then delivered to the end user. So we're actually connecting them into the lab in Oulu, and we have colleagues that are in the lab with the same virtual reality headsets, so they're meeting in the VR environment, which is a really exciting way to be able to share the story around it. We can augment the content so you can see what these features are. What we have is called beamforming. We're actually focus the beam and direct it to the end user. We show latency, the very quick transactions that happen, which avoid the lag in the system that kids need to have to be able to do these really great games that are enabled.
Excellent. Thank you, Paul. So exciting.
Great.
Hei vaan kaikille. To everybody in Oulu, hello from Barcelona. Thank you.
Great. Thank you.
Let's continue back then to the public area. And Nokia also helps you to live happier and healthier lives with our digital health solutions. As you can see, I'm wearing my own Steel HR watch and counting every step. And there's quite a few steps I'm taking here in Barcelona. We have a very cool and innovative area, Nokia Bell Labs, which is really the innovation powerhouse for us. But there's so much to see and experience that there we're going to take you a dedicated tour tomorrow. So tune on that. So now we're going to show and finish our tour and look at some of the gadgets which we launched yesterday. Let's see where our presenter might be. Hello, Juha. Hey, I'm fine, thank you. So would you like to tell us what are the newest members of Nokia family?
Okay, perfect. Yes, gladly. So yesterday we had a great event. We launched 5 new beautiful Nokia phones. Starting with, of course, the Nokia One, affordable smartphone, but still giving great user experience in that price point. Based on Android Oreo, so you get the latest features, Android Oreo Go edition. So it runs really perfectly in this kind of affordable device. And of course, we brought back the Express covers to add a little bit of that fun. Then the next device that we launched was the new Nokia 6. Now continuing the heritage, what we started last year with the original Nokia 6. Stellar build quality, machined out of a single block of 6000 series aluminum with this kind of nice two-tone anodizing, perfecting the details. Great screen, and now Zeiss optics in the back. So for great imaging experience. And also comes with feature of our dual sight. So when you see something exciting, you can capture the action, but now you can also capture your reaction to that action, actually making it a little bit more nicer memories.
Okay.
And then let me check my pockets. Oh. That's not all we have.
Jack of all trades.
Yes. So then let me actually see. Deep pockets. We also launched the Nokia 8 Sirocco. So this is the pinnacle of our design story. So based out of the stainless steel with two-sided 2D glass, blazing fast performance, and dual-size cameras in the pack. One really sensitive wide-angle camera with 1.4 microns, f-stop 1.75, capturing great details. But then you also have a tele-lens that gives you 2x zoom. So if you see something you like and you want to get closer, well, you can actually switch into that. And then light-sensitive front-facing camera also. For some reason, let me see if I still have one device here that I want to show you guys.
Possibly a yellow one?
No, not yet yellow one. Let me actually see where I do have one more device. Let us go here. Nokia 7 Plus.
All right, let's follow him. Give you the real sense of what it's like to be at Mobile World Congress with people crowding around our stand. So
perfect. Thank you. So this one, here we go. So the Nokia 7 Plus. And this is a great performing device based on the same philosophy as we have with Nokia 6. So single piece of 6000 series aluminum, machined. But here we also maximize the antenna performance. And we add this two-layer coating, ceramic fill coating. It's a 27-step process, 6 layers, makes it really nice looks and give great grip. Great performance, and also dual Zeiss cameras in the back, Zeiss cameras in the front, which also adapts to low light. So when you see, those epic nighttime selfies, this is a great device. And of course, all our devices pure, secure, and always up to date, always. And now let me just show you the last one.
Let's go to there, and then I think we're starting to close the end of our tour for today. And this is the one which made all the headlines yesterday of the HMD launch event.
Okay, sorry, can I just borrow this? So this is the banana phone coming back, the Nokia 8 110 4G. So this is a great device if you want a great feature phone for those calls, communication, but also this brings applications, your email, etc. application store that you can actually get more features from this phone. And of course the nice slider that fits perfectly on your face, and just a great device for calls, communication, and also now comes with App Store. So that's it. Great devices. Hopefully you get the chance to try them all.
Excellent, thank you. And I think I've held one of the original bananas in my life. So thank you. Very exciting. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you to all our fans and followers for joining us on a tour today at the Nokia booth. We'll be taking you on more tours then in the coming days and giving you updates live from the show floor and show you how our complete connectivity gives you unforeseen experiences in today's life and in the future life, and how we're leading the innovation. I'd really like to welcome you to join and continue to follow us in social media on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and there you can really see how can we create the technology to connect the world so that we can bring people together for healthier and happier lives, build communities and make the communities thrive, enable enterprises and digital service providers. So see us in social media. We keep looking out for you, and hope that you will be looking after our updates. Really appreciate you being there. Sending you lots of love, Barcelona, and I'll see you soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Hi, my name is Jason, and welcome to the 5th Brooklyn 5G Summit. We're talking everything about 5G wireless technology, the next generation of communications technology from Nokia. So what we're going to do today is we're going to give you a sneak preview of all the different types of technologies that 5G will enable that will truly revolutionize our lives. Everything from AR and VR, the tactile internet, and how we control buildings in real time. So the first demonstration we're going to take a look at is how we can use virtual reality for more than just gaming. We can use it to describe how 5G is going to look like and how it's going to work in the future. I'm joined here by Paul, my colleague Paul. Hi Paul,
Jason.
Good morning.
Good. Hey.
So tell us a little bit more about the 5G VR lab here.
Oh, sure. So what we're showing here is how Nokia is unleashing the potential of 5G. And what we're doing is we've taken one of our advanced 5G labs in Oulu, Finland, and we've actually modeled it in 3D. And then what we're able to do is really take anyone from all over the world and bring them into the lab in the virtual reality environment. So we showcase our radios, our air-scale baseband unit, our airframe technology, but with the virtual reality, what we're able to do is actually augment the content. So we're able to highlight some of the key features around 5G, such as beamforming and being able to demonstrate the massive
So
capacity.
I can see that behind you, Thomas, right there is just showing how beamforming is going to look in the future. So that just gives you a real glimpse of what 5G is going to look like. And I understand low latency, so that delay in network for gaming and stuff like that as well. That's the next thing he's looking at here.
Yeah, so one of the things you look at is how do you visualize latency? And that's one thing VR allows us to do, is to take kind of like the information where we have around 1 millisecond latency that 5G delivers, and then visualize it in the VR environment to give an idea of a real kind of how, the lag or VR gaming or augmented reality is going to get this amazing experience that 5G is going to enable.
That's fantastic. Thank you very much,
Excellent.
Paul. That's great. So we've just looked at how 5G will enable new applications like AR and VR for kind of consumer type experiences. So let's have a look at what it's going to mean to when we create things in the industrial environment. So we talk a lot about industrial automation and how we can control machines in real time. So 5G will enable us to do something called the tactile internet. This is where we can touch and feel objects remotely in real time, even if we're not in the same location. So what you can see behind me here is this robot here has a controller unit with a sensor that's recording the type of surface that it's touching, and also the temperature of the surface as well. So that data is transmitted over the 5G network to an edge cloud to be processed very quickly, where you have an operator at a remote location, and he has another controller here that tells his fingers what the temperature of that surface of the object is and what it feels like, whether it's rough or smooth, so he doesn't have to touch that object and be there in real time. So it's great for safety critical situations in factories that will power the fourth industrial revolution. But also, the other thing that we could use this for is for retail environments. So imagine you were doing online shopping and you can touch and feel products remotely before you order them, or also virtual reality as well, where you're in these virtual environments and you can actually touch and feel those surfaces in real time. So the power of 5G, that low latency, that edge cloud processing, and these innovations from Nokia really show how we can realize the tactile internet. So another thing that we're all very familiar with is buildings, just like the one we're in today. How do we control the lighting? How do we control the heat? How do we control the temperature? And how do we get wireless connectivity inside of those buildings that we need every single day and that we're always a part of? So I'm joined here by my colleague from Osram. So Osram and Nokia Bell Labs have been collaborating together on how we can take all these different types of sensors in the network and be able to put them into one unit so we can have the access technology in the network. So just explain to us a little bit about this really cool looking light you have here.
Yes, what we have is a single digital system that has one LED light that has a wireless access point, and it integrates all the IoT devices that you would generally see in your house.
Fantastic. And I understand that you can control this light, so all the software for controlling everything is all in the cloud and it's all centralized, and that's the stuff that we've been working on with in Nokia Bell Labs.
Exactly. So this is a joint collaboration work between Osram and Nokia Bell Labs, where the hardware and the digital access for the hardware is all in a single luminaire, and the control and the commissioning comes from the ICC built by Nokia Bell Labs, which is sitting further in the cloud.
Fantastic. So inside this light, you have the wireless access technology, you have the temperature, right, the controller,
Yes,
and you have the humidity sensor as well.
And also a motion sensor.
And motion sensors as well.
So which indicates that any number of sensors that you would generally want in your house can be integrated and can be controlled through a centralized system.
That's amazing. And so you could have 100 of these lights. So when we talk about the Internet of Things, with 5G, we'll be able to have billions of devices in the network. And this is just one fantastic example of how we're going to get those different devices into our buildings in the future. Thank you very much. That's fantastic. Well, unfortunately, that's all we have time for here today. Please do continue to follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. On behalf of all my colleagues here at the 5G Brooklyn Summit and around the world, thank you very much. We'll see you next time.
Hello everybody, my name is Päivi and it's my absolute pleasure to welcome you here at Mobile World Congress 2019 in Barcelona. It's the largest mobile event in the world and there's 2,400 companies showcasing their latest innovations here. Now we're going to give you a sneak preview this morning, and then throughout the week we'll give you more detailed updates as we're showcasing use cases for connected industries, connected cities, and connected consumers. But of course, this year, the talk of the town really is 5G, 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 and 5G. Nokia is here at Mobile World Congress with the industry's only end-to-end 5G portfolio, which is available in all markets around the world. Through our research teams, including the renowned Nokia Bell Labs, we bring to the world 5G networks, which are fast, secure, and capable of really revolutionizing lives, societies, and economies. 5G also makes the wheels go round for enterprises. Oh, hello, Chantal.
Hello, Päivi.
So, 5G and enterprises.
We go all where. So what is Go Allware all about? It's really about taking Industry 4.0 and turning it into reality. It's about connecting robots, sensors, people, processing platforms, all in a future X architecture and making it reality for the enterprise solutions.
Isn't that clever? Thank you, Chantal. And I really look forward to seeing more enterprise solutions here at Nokia stand.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chantal. And then whether it's then for enterprises or other segments, it's the software for the 5G era, which is really enabling the best user experiences in digital time. So all about the software. Ashley.
Yes, hi Päivi, how are you?
I'm all fine. Can you give us a short update about software for the 5G era?
Absolutely. So Nokia software is all about connected intelligence, and we're helping digital leaders understand and best use this technology to create meaningful touch points across their consumer journey. So we're very excited. We have a partnership with Salesforce, and we are reinventing customer experience, creating magical moments to delight them.
I like that. I'd like to really have some magical moments. Let's see if we can show some of those here at Nokia booth. And here we have Leslie and Shelley playing ping pong in VR. They certainly seem to be having fun. Hi, Bill.
How are you?
I'm all good. Thank you. So what's happening here? Intense competition going on at the ping pong table.
Yeah, intense competition. They're playing a game of ping pong across a network. It's a cloud-based ping pong game. And they're having a lot of fun. Obviously, you could see Leslie's having maybe too much fun. But it's a real experience, and they get to feel what it's like being in their own living room, but they're actually playing across the network and having the same experience as if they're local to each other.
Fantastic.
As you can see. Having a lot of fun.
Magical moments. Thank you, Bill.
Magical moments, you bet. Have fun.
Thank you. And then to be able to bring that into your home, we need to bring the 5G experience into the home environment. And to do that, we launched yesterday some new cool portfolio Laszlo, can you give us a small update?
Yes, hello Päivi, nice to see you again. Well, you must remember our Nokia Wi-Fi Beacon 3 that we actually launched commercially at the end of last year. But we're now very proud to introduce not only new capabilities, but even a new portfolio. So in terms of new capabilities, just as an example, we're introducing IPTV multicast over Wi-Fi. In plain English, it means you have one video stream that you can now distribute throughout your mesh network through any device with perfect quality. No more buffering, no more bad quality video, perfect video, that's what everyone wants. Good quality video, good quality gaming. But we also introduced a brand new product, which is simply called the Beacon, which in contrast to the Beacon 3 addressing premium customers, this one addresses the mass market. So now we really have a product to address all the broadband subscribers there are. So we are very proud of that and still adding new components to our portfolio in terms of capabilities and in terms of new products.
Excellent. Thank you, Laszlo.
Thank you.
And now that we are bringing 5G into the home for the ultra-broadband connectivity, but how about if you were Spider-Man far away from home? Would you still be game? What do you say, Jason?
Morning, Päivi. Hi. So this is incredible here at Mobile World Congress this year with 5G. We're creating these immersive experiences for the media entertainment industry powered by 5G. So when you think about virtual reality before, you just put the headset on and you're kind of alone in this environment. So we're taking that a step beyond now with 5G. So we're creating these immersive multiplayer virtual reality environments. So we've been working together with both Sony Pictures Entertainment and Intel Corporation. We have one demonstration system here, and then we have another player at the Intel booth as well, and we're playing together in real time with this immersive multiplayer VR experience, brought with Spider-Man obviously here. So you're actually able to feel like a real superhero swinging through the city in this multiplayer experience, which is absolutely incredible, powered by 5G.
That sounds so exciting and fun. I want to come and jump on the rooftops too. Thank you, Jason.
Lots of people here today and lots of people come through. We're just so excited about this. It's an absolutely incredible experience.
Thank you, Jason.
Thank you.
Next, then, we're coming here to see our friends at Nokia Mobile, and I know there's still a lot of people there on the line, very eager to hear the latest about Nokia Mobile new family members we announced yesterday. Juho. Hey.
How are you guys doing?
All good, thank you. Maybe you'd like to give a quick update of yesterday's news?
Perfect, yeah. So yesterday we launched 5 great new devices, and of course including Nokia 9 PureView, bringing that PureView name back. And with a reason. Now you have 5 Zeiss optics simultaneously working together for that one perfect image, for great dynamic range, 1200 layers of depth, raw image capture and editing in Adobe Lightroom. If you're a photography enthusiast, this is a perfect device.
So from 5G to 5 lenses.
That's it, yeah, that's it.
Excellent, thank you, Juha. And
guys. Have a great day, we'll see you.
Thank you. So let's sit down, and I'd like to then welcome everybody there, all our customers, to here at Mobile World Congress to see us at Hall 3. We really look forward to having and showcasing how we create the technology to connect the world, how we create and deliver exceptional experiences in 5G to you, and then with our team here, which represents over close to 60 different nationalities, a lot of expertise, experience. They are looking forward to meeting you, taking you for a tour at our stand to see the exciting demos, or sitting by your fireside and having chats. So really looking forward to seeing you here. And in case you're not here, we're going to give you live updates and in-depth interviews then during the week through our social channels. Join us there. We really appreciate all the social love that we're getting from you and all the conversations. So we hope to see you in social media. We hope to see you at our stand in Hall 3 at Mobile World Congress Barcelona. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye. Hello, welcome to Executive Experience Center at Nokia headquarters in Espoo, Finland. My name is Päivi Kalske, and I'm delighted to welcome you here today.
Earth Day was 2 weeks ago, but the urgency to take climate action is with us every day. And that's the reason why we have here today Pia Tanskanen, who's heading Nokia Environment, and Harri Kuosa, who works in the zero emissions and 5G area. And I'd like to know, what does 5G, which is on everybody's top of mind, and environment have to do with each other? Pia, would you like to explain that to me?
Right, so this is very interesting industry because the output what we do, data through the networks, has been growing a lot in recent years, and it will keep on continuing growing with 5G. So the data is growing like this, but what I'm worried about from environmental point of view is the energy needed to run the operations going to grow at the same speed.
Oh wow, if you think if the traffic will grow 100-fold and energy bill will be 100-folded, it will not be sustainable business. It will not work. The good news is that 5G is much more energy efficient compared to any other technology before. The fact is that in case our customers have 2G, 3G and 4G base station in site and you add 5G, it will increase incrementally the energy consumptions. There were no way to avoid it, but there is a way to compensate it. So if the existing equipment are modernized, the older equipment modernized, we are able to reduce the energy consumption considerably and even go to below the original level, so we can compensate in full the 5G arrival.
Right, I remember from our sustainability report, there was a figure that modernized networks are 44% more energy efficient than the legacy ones. So it sounds like a really good thing to do. Why is not everybody doing it?
It's a great business case. Typically the payback time of modernization is 2 to 3 years, and after that you can start to earn money.
Right. Another thing that actually makes me worried sometimes is that why so much resources are being wasted nowadays. Networks, they are on 24/7 and even during the nighttime when I'm sleeping and I don't need connectivity.
Yeah, correct. The legacy networks, the old networks have been designed for maximum performance, so that all the resources are active all the time. However, Nokia has invested lots of money on developing both the hardware and software in a such way that we are able to mute the resources in a low traffic. So in a way we can put the resources in sleep.
So when I'm sleeping, the network is sleeping?
Correct. Yeah.
Right, okay. That's good because we as Nokia have committed to science-based climate targets, and that's to decrease our emissions by 75% until 2030 for the network's operational energy consumption. It's not only Nokia who needs to change, our customers are needed here as well. So what do you think? Are they interested?
Yeah, correct. And our customers are increasingly interested. We have seen during the last 2 to 3 years big change in the mindset. Our customers increasingly setting long-term targets. And it's true that we are all in the same boat. Everybody needs to do their own share. So we are developing equipment. Our customers are buying that kind of equipment. They are also purchasing carbon-free electricity to run the equipment.
Right. So it's not only about the equipment, but also what kind of energy you are using to run the networks.
Yeah, correct. The great example here, you can see the solar panels. They are affordable. Anybody can buy 1 or 2 panels. Any of our customers can buy panels to the network, and they are not expensive.
So everybody can do these small tips.
Yeah. Often people anticipate that you need to cover all the energy needs by the solar power of solar panels, and that's fairly expensive. But when you take 1 or 2 panels, it's affordable.
Right.
And every step counts.
Every step counts, so I agree totally. Talking about bigger steps is innovations like liquid cooling, the recent one we have actually right here.
Yes.
It took 6 years from innovation to become the first application in the commercial networks. Why so long?
Yeah, many reasons. Of course, one of the biggest reasons maybe is that we make a big change, about 80% lower carbon dioxide emissions. It's a big innovation. On the other hand, we are changing the ecosystem, and meaning that we are changing the way we are cooling the base stations. So it's a big change. We need to make the equipment designed so that it can be done, and our customers need to adapt to new type of cooling system. So it takes time. 6 years is in our business is very short time.
Right. But what I'm really actually excited about is the change that will come with the fourth industrial revolution with 5G, everything being connected, new business models for sharing economy, circular economy that will change how do we live as personals, how do we work, how the other industries are working. So there's been some estimations that the when you compare the carbon footprint, the negative impact of ICT compared to the positive impact, the handprint, it's tenfold the positive impact compared to the negative one. But I believe with 5G and the things that we can't even imagine at the moment, that the impact will be much bigger, the positive impact for.
Yeah, correct. The 5G is the key component here when changing the world in a better place to live.
Ah, it's nice.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you, Pia, and thank you, Harri. 5G is both cool with liquid cooling and green. And I have to say it makes me very proud to hear about Nokia's commitment with the environment. If you'd like to hear more about Pia's and Harri's thoughts about the environment and our solutions and zero emissions, please tap into nokia.com/blog to read their latest blogs there. You can also tap into our sustainability report and of course follow us in social media across channels. And soon you'll be hearing back from us again in the next 5G in Action live update. Thank you so much for joining today. See you. Hello everybody. Welcome to Nokia headquarters here in Espoo in Nokia Garage. This is a very special place for students and employees and startups to innovate and incubate. Here they can try out different business models, working with Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, 3D printing, lean service design, and much more. And today here at Espoo, I'm very pleased for a 5G in Action live update have with me today two guests, Jane Rijkaard and Ari Leppä. Hello, welcome. Jane leads our dedicated wireless networks and Ari is heading our LTE portfolio. So what's with, this is like 4G meeting 5G, isn't it?
Absolutely.
It is.
And I think the fun part, Päivi, is that we need both here in the beginning. So we have, of course, from a dedicated wireless perspective, I talk a lot about what use cases we can get with 5G. But the point is that here in the early days, all of it is non-standalone, and I can't do anything without Ari. So we need performance, we need networks. I don't know if you want to talk a little bit about our LTE networks.
Yeah, indeed. So in order to introduce 5G NSA, we need 4G networks. So 4G networks provide all the mobility for the 5G services, and that of course means that the ground foundation of the 4G needs to be really strong. Everything is based on the quality of the underlying network, and for that we basically need two things. We need the installed base, and Nokia has 345 operators worldwide using our technology for 4G, and those operators have in order of 3.8 million radio heads that can be upgraded to 5G. And then the second point is that the performance needs to be there. So all those networks that will be now upgraded to 5G need to perform, and based on the third-party studies, now we also have data points and proof points that the areas that are served with Nokia 4G networks are better than other areas. So that's the foundation we offer and provide for the initial 5G introduction.
And just remind me, the initial 5G introduction, where do we have the biggest networks at the moment?
Biggest networks we have in US, and particularly the US performance is absolutely fantastic.
Okay. And we also see a lot of 5G in Korea. So
yes,
but I guess it's the same, it doesn't matter where in the world, we need to talk this close relationship between 4G and 5G.
Absolutely, and our 4G solutions are of course global solutions, so our same software is available in every part of the world.
Yeah, and then I can only say as we now then eventually we'll be moving to standalone solutions, right? That's where I'll come back and saying then we suddenly can do a lot more. Not to say that we don't need 4G, because I think we need it for many things, but when you come out of this enhanced mobile broadband scenario and say, what can we do about low latencies, what can we do about ultra reliability, well then we need some of the 5G capabilities that we see with standalone and the later releases. And of course that's where, for me, it gets also super interesting about what is the extra things we can do. I not long ago was, I've been visiting both Hannover Messe and talking about, we saw robotics before with
yes.
Pavey, but what is cloud robotics, what can we do about production lines? We have a very, very interesting in-house place. If you go and visit northern Finland, take a trip to Oulu. Our 5G base stations are produced in a factory that is actually also running 5G, and we're trying to say, how can you make digital twins? What can we do about quality control? How can you use the technology in a different way? And for me, it's really, really interesting as we move forward. What can we start with 4G today, but where do we need to, what can we do even more as we go forward on the 5G side and the technology side? So definitely a lot to look for, and I think that I could say for the next couple of years, very close relationship here.
Yes,
but Pavey, we definitely see more of also the pure 5G use cases coming on.
Excellent. Thank you, Jane. Thank you, Ari. I think to summarize then that the best 4G networks are the basis of high-quality 5G networks. And if you'd like to hear more or study more of the topic, what was just discussed, please go on to nokia.com/blog. We published a very exciting blog this week telling why Nokia's networks are the best quality networks, and you have all the data points there. Please also then go to nokia.com/5G. You can check our wide 5G portfolio, which is based on the Future X architecture. And of course, please follow us in social media on LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and WeChat. Thank you so much for joining today. Let's continue the discussions in 5G. Thank you. Finland. My name is Päivi Kalske. Last week we hosted here Nokia Global Analyst Forum and Nokia Open Innovation Challenge Awards celebrations, so we thought we'd give you a small 5G in action update. This time we'll concentrate how we at Nokia create innovative solutions which can create positive impact for our customers and create extraordinary experiences. Let's go have a look. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. This time we have with us Lauri Oksanen, who is head of, say that again, what was your title?
Industry Standards Group.
Industry Standards Group, so he heads that group. And Tuuli Ahava, from Digital Automation Director from Nokia Enterprise. Hello.
Hello.
Why don't we start with you, Lauri? What was your impression from the Global Analyst Forum, which took place last week?
Thanks, Päivi. So that was indeed a really interesting event. We had a lot of launches, a lot of news. We, for example, talked about how we are going together with software, with VMware. So we are all of our networking software and others. They will be launched on VMware and all the other clouds. So we are really one of the few, if they're not the only, cloud agnostic company here. But of course, the big thing last week was about 5G. 5G is really live. We have now launched 16 commercial networks with our cooperator partners, and we have 50 deals already. So we can say that 5G is really commercial and it's operating. And we had also a person from Sprint here in the analyst forum telling about how they have launched 5G on Nokia equipment, and they are really happy now. So they have, I think, the biggest footprint in North America now on 5G. So we had lots of great launches. But it was not only 5G, and which we were talking about last week, and not only the analyst forum. We had also some other launches related to how we are doing in the industry. And what industry is that?
Thanks, Lauri. Indeed, what a week, what a week. Also a big week for our enterprise business. The newest business group within Nokia is Nokia Enterprise. And we put a lot of focus and thought a lot about the private wireless networks that are crucial in digitalizing industries outside of telco. So, and it's nothing new. We've had always focus on enterprises, but we intensify. We have already more than 120 private wireless networks out there to digitalize transportation, energy, utilities, manufacturing, logistics, and naturally the web scale companies are of our target.
So all the industries, not just the telecom industry.
Not just our industry. And the week was excellent and a lot of focus in. Naturally, we live and breathe 5G as Nokia, but there is a lot we can do today. For enterprises, 5G is tomorrow. When I say the word tomorrow, of course, in Nokia I think about Bell Labs. So, Lauri, would you kindly tell us a little bit more about something called Future X? What is that? What will it bring to us, not only today, but especially tomorrow?
Yeah, thanks, Tuuli. And I guess I need to tell because I am in Bell Labs in Nokia. So, and we have looked into the future in Bell Labs, and we really have defined what the networks of the future need to look like so we can serve all the industries and all the consumers and the mobile broadband. And we call this Future X, the new network architecture for future. And to make it more crisp that how actually that will bring value to end users, whether they're consumers or industries, we have defined 5 first level solutions on top of it. So this is just a starting point, but they are already exciting. And one of those 5 solutions actually is 5G industrial automation, which is about your business. And the other solutions we have are 5G security, because security is getting more important all the time. That's really end-to-end security. Another of those solutions is slicing, which is a key 5G feature, so that we can really offer many different services on the same 5G network. Not just the consumer, but like even critical, like for police and all the industrials, self-driving cars, whatever there will be in the future. And another is Edge Cloud, which also some of our customers here in the analyst forum spoke about. They really are keen about building Edge Cloud so they can offer these low latency solutions for industries and for other use cases. So we have a lot of those things happening. And of course, the first solution I should mention is for end-to-end 5G. And that's really important because Nokia is one of the few, if not the only company, who can really build end-to-end the whole network, not just the radio, but the core, transport, security, all those things. And that's what we are launching, and based on the Future X architecture. So lots of things happening. But we had also other exciting stuff last week happening, not just the Nokia Analyst Forum. We had another, which is very much about future innovation, but maybe the future is closer with that other. So do you want to tell what the event was that we had also?
Sure, happy to talk about Nokia Open Innovation Challenge 2019. If you would follow me, while we walk, I cannot help pointing out to my assistant robot that is there happily running on private wireless. And why I mention our honey or baby, the little robot, is that why Nokia cares about bringing the goodies from telco for the enterprise domains, the industrials, is to enable to the 4th industrial revolution to boost productivity and sustainability. So massive topics in world scale where we believe that Nokia can make a difference. But hey, back to innovation. Nokia Open Innovation Challenge 2019. Yes, exactly. 7th time we celebrated innovation that doesn't always only come from our company. So we had the runner contest and there were 5 great finalists celebrating with us here last week, and the winner is a company called Hyla, and they are from Canada. Excellent promising growth state of company, putting all the effort in lowering the battery lifetime. And you can't
actually extending the battery lifetime. Lowering energy consumption.
Lowering energy consumption. Thanks, Lauri, and really extended the battery life. But go check Hyla. Also, I would like you to, now that I look at my assistant robot, robotics, a key theme. So, Lauri, there was the runner-up was also a very exciting company that leads us back to making today tomorrow.
Yeah, the runner-up was a company called Wandelbots, which is really a new company about revolutionizing how to teach robots to work. Like getting rid of the complex programming and really being able to kind of bring robotics use cases to everybody so that everybody practically in the future can teach how robots work. Of course, first in the industries, like your domain, but also later on elsewhere. So that was very exciting also. And I really love the Nokia Open Innovation Competition because this is something which we in Nokia live and breathe is innovation, as you said, and especially in Bell Labs. And talking about innovation, did you notice that we all had another press release, not during this week, but a couple of weeks earlier, about 5G? That's what when we had we told the world that we have declared more than 2,000 standard essential patents on 5G. So we are really one of the leaders on developing 5G, and that's also critical, the standardization, because like we said, I said one of our benefits in the solutions is that we have this vast portfolio and we can really build end-to-end networks. But we also want to build networks with others, and that's why we need standards. And that's why we lead in standards and to enable really these networks for everybody, not just for our customers. So that's critical for us. And one of the proof points of our innovations is, of course, that we have all these prizes. We actually even have an Oscar, but that's maybe a little bit different things. But Nobel Prizes we have, and maybe we could take a look at the Nobel Prizes. And I think that's all we had about this week in this short session. Anything else?
That's it.
Okay, great. So then back to you, Päivi.
Thank you so much, Lauri and Tuuli. It's really, truly awesome. Think of it, a track record of 9 Nobel Prizes and all the bright minds here at Nokia. I'm really proud to work here. And at Nokia, we are driven by the, let's say, the startup spirit and then working together to create innovative solutions in collaboration within our company and beyond in the whole ecosystem. So whether you are an enterprise or a service provider and working to have a 5G network, we're delighted to work with you to create innovative solutions which create value and then hence extraordinary experiences for your customers. To learn more about Nokia's 5G portfolio, which is based on the FutureX architecture, and all in cloud with security built from the outset, please tap into nokia.com/5G. You can also check our blogs, nokia.com/blog, and of course, join us in social media and the conversations about 5G in action. We'll be delighted to hear from you. Thanks so much for joining us today, and until next time. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Nokia SSD Americas proudly welcomes our customers to our C-band NR testing demonstration at Cypress Waters in Dallas, Texas. In preparation to support our customers' C-band plan, Nokia has already started testing 2 radio variants in our Dallas end-to-end lab and field test network, our 32TRX AEQV and our 64TRX AEQE. The sites are configured with a carrier bandwidth of 100 MHz, modulated in 256 QAM and 4x4 MIMO, set with a center frequency of 3.75 GHz. Let's go for a drive test. The drive test covered half a mile and lasted 6 minutes long. The call was stable throughout the duration of the test. Downlink data was active from the app server to the UE. Peak throughputs of 1 gigabit per second and a low of 110 megabits per second was observed during this test. There was no line of sight to the radio during most of this drive test time. FTN engineers tested various locations observing downlink throughput speeds of 1.14 gigabits per second and call stability for over 60 minutes. In addition, inter-Geno B handover and beam switching features were also successfully tested. And that concludes our demonstration. Thank you for joining us today. We will report to you soon showing our progress with Nokia C-band